Rob Ash Show featuring Drake University football. Head football coach Rob Ash and your host Mick Trier. Brought to you in part by Capital City Buick, Des Moines' new value leaders. And by Home Team Pizza. Free, fast delivery. It's a hit.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Rob Ash Show. I'm Mick Trier, along with Drake football coach Rob Ash. And, Coach, congratulations. You got your team off to a 2-0 start. Just what you wanted to do.
Hey, Mick, it feels tremendous. We had no idea that we would be able to do this going into the year with all the changes, all the young people, and to get 2 wins and kind of get back where we were last year feels terrific.
Might add, of course, the 2-0 start against 2 fine football teams.
Really, really happy that we were able to pull off a road win against a good Simpson team and then come back and defeat San Diego. And really, to be honest with you, Mick, I think San Diego's better than they were a year ago. I'm not sure we're as good right now as we were a year ago when we played them, but we pulled it out mainly because our defense played a spectacular game.
This is one of those games against San Diego. Certainly, I thought watching the ball game certainly could have gone either way. It was a tough, hard-fought football game, one that you never knew who was going to win until the final seconds, which we're going to show later on.
It's very reminiscent of the game we played a year ago, and I've got to feel sorry for Brian Fogarty and his staff at San Diego. Not that sorry, but somewhat, because we've had 2 games that really could have gone either way, and they've been hard-fought down to the last few minutes of the game, and we've pulled them both out, and hopefully we can keep that going.
You betcha. Well, I'm anxious to see the highlights. We'll take a look at those highlights right after this timeout.
Quality, style, luxury, everything you've come to expect from Buick. Selection, service, value, all you can expect when you visit Capital City Buick. From the Skylark to the Park Avenue Ultra, Capital City Buick offers Central Iowa's largest selection of new Buicks and has quietly built a reputation for genuine service, not pressure. Capital City Buick, Des Moines' new value leader.
Hi, this is Tom Baldwin, owner of Home Team Pizza. That's the only place you can get Des Moines Super Large or Large, that fantastic 16-inch pizza. You already know we make our dough every day from scratch, and so it's the freshest anywhere. And you already know we guarantee delivery in 30 minutes or you get your pizza free. But believe it or not, there's still some people that don't know that our larger large pizza with single topping is only $7.99, and it's absolutely delicious. So call Home Team Pizza right now for your larger large.
You may have made a difference in someone's life. We can't tell you their name or anything about them. We can tell you that by using or being a designated driver like 80 million other Americans, you've made a very real contribution. You see, drunk driving fatalities declined by 32% in the last 10 years. We salute America's designated drivers, and we urge everyone to join you. By doing what's right, you're making things better. A message from Budweiser.
When the delivery time of gasoline, diesel fuel, and motor oil supplies is crucial to Iowa industry. Timely personal service and quality Conoco products at an affordable price that service professionals and their customers can depend on. Parker Oil Company of Des Moines, Iowa.
Welcome back to the Rob Ash Show. Well, Coach, of course, it was your first home game. It was also the first conference game for you and San Diego.
That's right, Nick. Not only was it the first game for San Diego and Drake, but it was the only conference game of the year so far. And it was the league opener, and so after one game, we're 1-0, and we're at the top of the conference for all the teams. But it was a crucial game in that respect, that we were playing a conference game this early. Of course, San Diego didn't want to come out here in November. That's why we did it, and it was great to get off to a win. Even though we gave them San Diego weather here in Des Moines, we still pulled it out.
Well, let's take a look at these highlights here, the football game. Just kind of a gorgeous day for homecoming.
It was a great day. We had a real nice crowd on hand, and it was a little warm, probably warmer than the players would have really liked, but it was a great day to play. We were excited about having a chance to host San Diego and give them a good day, and for our fans, a good day to come watch a ball game. They run the wing T, Mick, and the fullback there, number 20, Rucker, is a very powerful, good runner with a lot of speed and quickness. We did a good job stopping him most of the day. They also have a good passing attack, and here was a scary play early in the game where they get you thinking about the run, and then you move up too far, and they can throw behind you. On the other side of the ball, they play a lot of pressure and man-to-man, and here's Roy Fletcher finding Rob Berkeley early in the game. This is our second possession, and Rob, number 7, gets a good break on the ball, gets away from his man, and we get a good gain early in the first quarter. Here's a play fake to Cortez, one of our patented play fakes, and Roy, under heavy pressure, was able to get the ball away, and Rich Hoskins makes a catch. So we had the first opportunity to score, but if you look from right to left, crossing pattern here, the free safety, number 99, what a great number for a free safety. Popovich comes in and picks that ball off, but we're going to get it back. Watch the pile here. You're going to see the ball roll out of the pile, and Matt Garvis caused that fumble. Todd Sauer recovered it for the Bulldogs, and we got the ball right back, so another super chance to score. Unfortunately, San Diego's defense held us, and we had to settle for a field goal try. Even more unfortunately, even though the kick was darn close, it was wide right, and so we had 2 good opportunities. The interception and the field goal stopped both of those opportunities. Here's a 3rd down conversion that we hit Fletcher on a nice pass to Jason Buckingham, catching San Diego in a blitz. And now watch Roy. Now, instead of throwing the ball on the play fake, he's going to run, get some great blocks out front there. Rich Hoskins, Buckingham. He even continues to go after somebody missed a tackle. Great run, our longest run of the day by the quarterback. And then we got pushed back, and this was a 3rd and 15 pass. What a gorgeous pass to Berkeley, who's becoming a very excellent receiver for us. And we got ourselves down in pretty good position here. The quarter changed, and we go down to the other end of the field. We've moved the ball from Berkeley's reception down here. And you'll see Todd Sauer at fullback, Matt Conlon at tailback, running off tackle to the right. And Conlon just powers his way into the end zone behind Sauer's block, and of course the offensive line doing a good job in front. Now watch carefully here. It was our first touchdown, 6-0. Watch our holder. You see the big hole in their defensive line up front. Our holder's going to catch the ball and just run straight up the middle. With a little extra effort there, he gets in. That was a fake PAT for 2 points instead of 1. We scouted that. Actually, Joe Hadachek saw that weakness in their PAT coverage, and he designed a block that we could do and get open for the 2-point PAT. That was a big play. San Diego's a good team, though. They come back here, a good sweep off tackle. Donnie Stark has to come and make a stopping tackle. Then they're going to roll out. Here's Moiso to Steingrebe with great combination. 88's a great tight end, and he almost got away, but Matt Garvis stopped him. 1st and goal here. They've got a toss sweep. Watch Matt Garvis come out of nowhere, wrap up the running back. I think he might have got in. Now watch the left side. Craig Ortworth knifing through, causing a fumble, and Todd Lee comes from the other side to recover. So our defense with a great goal line stand, reminiscent of last year when we stopped San Diego on a goal line stand with a fumble, and we stopped that scoring opportunity. No points at all. Now we're backed up. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a 1st down, and Matt Sneller, who had a great day, booms a punt out of our own end zone. Watch this punt go. Just a little too far for their guy to catch it and run on down. Now, where we first touched it is where it has to be marked, but that ended up being a 55-yard punt to get us out of trouble back in our own end zone. San Diego still trying to come back here, though, and nice play there from Moiso to Steingrebe. 88. Now, that's a tight end, ladies and gentlemen, that's running down the field, outrunning our secondary guys, and I'm telling you, he's the best tight end in the conference, maybe one of the best anywhere at this level. Donnie Stark almost intercepted the 2-point conversion. You know, he could have taken that and run it back for 2 points for us if he would have caught it. And I don't think anybody would have caught him. But as it was, at least we stopped him. We still had the lead 8-6 at halftime.
Exciting second half coming up after we show you some of the folks that make this show possible. Coach, did you think maybe you could wear them down in the second half as you did a year ago?
We were hoping to be able to do that, Nick, and we had the lead, of course, 8-6 starting off the second half. We thought maybe we could, keep the defensive pressure on them, but give San Diego credit. They had the ball first at the beginning of the second half. They ran to Rucker up the middle, and we stopped him, but they managed to put together a drive here. Play action pass here. Once again, I'm going to read these names off. Moiso to Steingrebe. I got him a 1st down on 3rd down. Then they've got the sweep out here off tackle. Really nice job on that sweep blocking. They did a great job, better than last year, running the football against us. And our defense, though, is gonna hold them here. The play fake, good pressure. Moiso under extreme pressure. We had man-to-man coverage, so that was a third down play where he did not convert, and they went with the field goal. They have they're great kickers, both punter and field goal, and they got the field goal to go ahead on a 37-yard field goal. There's 12 minutes left still in the third quarter, but they came right out, give them credit, got ahead of us. That changed the whole atmosphere of the second half because we played the entire second half behind. Here's another pass after we couldn't get anything going. B.J. Hellier, number 21, thought he had the ball, and Steingrieb took it away. So another good scoring opportunity for San Diego, but Tommy Becker comes through. Craig Ortworth pressured the passer, and Tommy Becker comes through with an interception to stop the drive. Defense again with a great job, getting something done to stop them. Our offense tried to take advantage of that turnover. Matt Conlon with one of our better runs of the day off tackle. Then here's a nice pass from Fletcher to Rich Hoskins, number 4. And you'll notice the ball's across the 50-yard line, but what you don't see on there is a yellow flag in our backfield, a holding call, took us out of the drive, and we had to punt the ball back to San Diego. So another missed opportunity for us offensively after defense provided a good break. Now here's Rucker. Here's what I was afraid would happen in this game, maybe more often than it did. He got a good break off tackle, so they've got yet another push into our territory. We were able to stop an inside play there with a running play and force them to punt the ball back to us. And we were able to get out of there thanks to a couple of penalties. We were able to change field position, get across the 50. Cortez Hull with a good run. But on third down here, again, I put this in just to show you the kind of pressure that Fletcher was under all day with those linebackers coming in. So we had to punt the ball back to San Diego. Now, we started our drive deep in our own territory. And after this punt is over, now last time, Sneller had a 55-yard punt. This one, he intentionally punted high and short, and we were able to down it on the 1-yard line. Now, people have asked me, is that a legal play? And Tommy Becker was in the air, and he jumped forward and stopped the ball from breaking the plane of the goal line, so that was a legal play, and we did have a fair downing of the ball at the 1-yard line. Defense does a great job here. I put these on here because you cannot let a team get out of the hole when you have them backed up. The quarter change, this is the same series, just continuing. Defense really putting it on to San Diego, and they punted it back to us, and we had real good field position at this point in time. So now it's getting on in the fourth quarter. We're still behind, as we have been all half, trying to hit the same kind of play we hit earlier to Hoskins. Wide open, couldn't get it done, so we had to punt. But here's probably the most important play of the game. You'll watch this punt snap is low. Sneller blocks it like a third baseman, takes off running. I think he's running for his life here. We had about 12 yards to go for the first down, and he got all 12 of those yards. And look at the team go celebrating with Sneller. What a great moment. Everybody going nuts, congratulating him. We thought we had to give the ball back to him. Instead, we've got an opportunity, and everybody got fired up on that play. Now, Cortez broke it outside here, broke some tackles, got about 12 yards on first down, really gave us some momentum. We had a short gain, and then we're going to run the ball to Charlie Schimberg up the middle. It's an excellent run, great line blocking up front. Charlie breaks through a couple tackles here, runs on ahead for 13 yards or so, and we get ourselves up into position here, and then Fletcher with that same play fake rolls out, finds Richie Hoskins in the end zone. 5 minutes left in the game. It was a 3rd and goal play. We finally were able to get ahead. Now we're trying to go for 2 here, Mick, and Fletcher's going to drop back, trying to hit our tight ends on the crossing route, but again, you see the pressure that San Diego puts on you. That ball hit the ground, so it was 14-9, 5 minutes left in the football game. That was the first time we were ahead after the opening drive of the second half that San Diego had kicked that field goal. Right away, though, San Diego came back again. Rucker, number 20. Unfortunately, he's only a sophomore. We're going to have to contend with him for a couple more years. But they come back here, got a nice first down on that play. Now they try play action, and Scott Lupori is going to jump up and knock that ball down on 3rd down so that they couldn't get it. Now they're going to try another pass on 4th down. About 3 minutes left in the game here. The ball's just a little bit wide of its mark. Tommy Becker dove in front of it, and we got the ball back with 3 minutes left. Now we were very conservative running the ball. On 3rd down, we tried to reverse, and Rob Berkeley almost ran for the first down, which would have clinched the win for us. Unfortunately, he couldn't quite get there. He did stay in bounds, though. The clock kept running, and so with about a minute left in the game, minute and 30 seconds left in the game, we had to punt again. I thought San Diego would come after this punt, but they didn't. And Sneller once again came through with a big punt, long punt, rolled down the field, and went out of bounds there inside the 20. So there's a 1:34 left in the game, and San Diego starts about 80 yards away, and then Craig Ortworth makes a sack, So they're 90 yards away from where they need to be, and they're 14-9, they're behind. We were feeling pretty decent. They tried to throw one down the field, and they had a guy back there, but Kerman Mason breaks up the ball with an excellent defensive play. So now the situation is 4th and 13. 4th and 13, about a minute left in the game, and who am I going to call out? Moiso to Steingrebe. Once again, for 14 yards and a first down. So San Diego gets to continue to play. Now, you know, there's the clock's running down. They're out of bounds here with about 30 seconds left in the game. And then finally, after a couple more plays, we go to the last play of the game. There's 1 second left on the clock. They're trying a Hail Mary. Moiso scrambles here and is able to elude the rush and buy some time. And watch this play. We slowed it down for you because it was a phenomenal finish to a great football game. Their receiver, number 21, Evan Lavasek, is open here briefly, goes up for the ball, but look at Donnie Stark come over the top and rake the ball down out of Lavasek's hands, and you can see the ball hit the ground there. When that ball hit the ground, the game mercifully ended, and we won the game 14-9. What a great finish. We had about 4 or 5 guys exhausted on the ground at the end of the game. It was an unbelievable finish.
I bet that last play seemed like it was in slow-mo when that ball was in the air for you.
As a matter of fact, that's true. It did feel that way.
What a great job with the defense.
Great defensive game all day long.
Let's take a look at the statistics for the ball game, Coach.
Well, you know, you're going to look at the situation here. The points is the most important thing. I mean, San Diego had more yards than we do, but I think they've got a tremendous offense. They only completed 11 out of 25. Steingrebe had 8 of those 11 catches. And maybe the most important thing, other than the score, is the turnovers. 3 turnovers for San Diego, only 1 for Drake, and possession time once again significantly in our favor. So even though we're not putting a lot of points on the board, we've got good possession time, which helps our defense stay fresh.
And let's take a look at the standings. We always like to take a look at those with you up on top.
We're going to keep these up here for a while. We want to know, as you can see, that we've played the only conference game so far, and unfortunately for San Diego, they're at the bottom, but I don't think they're going to finish at the bottom this year. And we're 2-0, Valparaiso 2-0, and it's going to be a very evenly balanced league again, but as long as Drake's on top, that's the way we like it.
You betcha. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at our play of the game and also our player interview upcoming right after this.
I've been doing this forever. I don't know how to do anything else. I'm not qualified. I can't, I can hammer and stuff. I can tear stuff up. Favorite thing about stand-up comedy is when you have a great show and then people want their money back. You really turn it on when you get on stage. That's what it's all about, that time on stage, that get up there and just do what you do and then say thank you, good night, and don't talk to me after the show. I hate people. I'm not a people person.
Oh, good, yeah.
Are you looking for that just right place to hold your company's or club's Christmas party? Well, you found it at the Bavarian House Restaurant in Des Moines. With the cozy old-world atmosphere that enhances the holiday spirit and the most delicious dishes in Des Moines. The Bavarian House features American favorites like prime rib and chicken, along with scrumptious German dishes and a dessert menu second to none. Call today to discuss your customized and personalized holiday party at the Bavarian House. 265-5611. That's 265-5611.
To make a great Sunday brunch, start with a great view. Add something colorful and healthy. And don't forget to add something a little sinful. Add something steamy and delicious and really pile it on. Then make sure you add the right stuff, like good friends. Sunday morning at the Capitol View Dining Room. Brunch at the Best Western Starlight Village downtown once, and you'll be back for more.
Welcome back to the Rob Ash Show. Well, it's time for our Capital City Buick Play of the Game. Here's head coach Rob Ash.
This week's play of the week is the final play of our football game. There's 1 second left in the game. Drake's ahead 14-9, and San Diego's going to throw the Hail Mary. You can see our defense is deployed here in a prevent. Lots of guys playing real deep, 3 guys back at the goal line, and a 3-man rush here as San Diego takes the snap for the last play of the game. You can see on the rush here that our 3 guys got a little bit clogged up in the middle, and Moiso, the quarterback, does a great job motioning out to the outside of the pocket, buying some time and being able to let loose the ball and send it down the field. They do have a receiver, Evan Lavasek, number 21, that's in position right here. But look at Donnie Stark come over the top after Lavasek gets his hands on the ball. And Donnie's able to get over the top and knock the ball down. There it is right there, hitting the ground. When that ball hit the ground, the game was over. And a lot of people have asked me, if he caught the ball, would it have been a touchdown? Well, there's Lavasek in the end zone. Had he caught it, he'd be in the end zone, and it would have been a touchdown. But he didn't. Donnie broke it up. We won the ball game. Great finish to a great college football game.
Indeed it was. Time now for a Home Team Pizza player interview. This guy did about everything he could during the ball game. He had to run once after he bobbled the punt. He punted just beautiful against San Diego. You might have guessed it, Matt Sneller, our player interview with Todd Kim.
Well, in a game in which defense dominated, I guess it's only fitting that the punter should be named the most valuable player. And Matt Sneller, sophomore from Orange City, of course, he had an outstanding day punting, but it was your running ability that really made the difference in this ball game and turned it around.
Yeah, there was just a bad snap, and it bounced right up into my chest, and I didn't think I'd be able to get the ball off, so I just kind of sprinted around the left end, and everybody expected me to be punting the ball, and nobody saw me go, and I got a couple key blocks there and picked up the first down.
Well, that must have been a thrill. I know when we saw the offense come back out on the field, it was obvious that play really turned things around.
Yeah, I think so. It really rejuvenated the crowd and the team and everybody. I think it was a small turning point in the game even, yeah.
Did you think at any point during that play that you were going to try and find an opening and then punt it, or did you decide to take off right away?
I had a couple people ask me the same thing, but once I started running, I was just running not to get hit. I'll tell the truth. I was running just not to get hit and get out of bounds and get the first down.
Did you see the first down stake? It looked like you kind of took an angle after you got it. So, but you weren't. Did you see it out there?
To tell you the truth, I really didn't see the ball or see the first down marker. I just kept running and running until I was either going to get hit or go out of bounds. And I didn't. After I ran out of bounds, I still didn't even know if I had the first down or not.
Matt, obviously, not only that play, but your punting overall. You had a good day kicking the football. And in a game like this where points are at a premium, field position can be a big difference.
Yeah, there was a couple of times when we were back deep and I got it out to midfield, and a couple of times where we couldn't quite get the score, so we just had to try to down it and got it down deep. I think I got some good punts at some crucial times, yeah.
I go back to the one where the Bulldogs, you were able to down it on the 1 yard line. You got the good distance on it. You bounced it inside the 10 where the receiver let it go, and then you got the good defensive play down there by the goal line. That's always a critical thing in a game like this, isn't it?
Yeah, we call that our sky punt when we're in the 40, 35, something like that. I just kick it really high, and we send our guys right down to the goal line, and I try to get it inside the 10 and hope they can down it, and got a good bounce, and they did it.
How much do you work on that in a week? I don't know, some people wonder how much goes into that, but you work on those kinds of situations. It's not just a matter of getting distance on your punts, is it?
Right. Billy, the kicker, and I, we come over here every day, work for about an hour, then we go back with the team and work maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and a couple practices a week. We work on specific things like sky punt and things like that.
Well, Matt's a sophomore from Orange City, Iowa. How did you become interested in Drake University?
I actually here just for the pharmacy, really. I mean, I really enjoy playing football, but Drake's really known as an excellent pharmacy school and have an excellent football program, and I'm really happy to be here.
I'll bet you're excited about looking at the films this week. You're going to get some ribbon from your teammates, aren't you, man?
Oh, I've been getting a lot of it already. I can't even say if I'm looking forward to it or not. It'll be interesting, though.
Well, Matt, congratulations. A great effort.
All right, thanks you very much.
That's Matt Sneller, our player of the week.
Quality, style, luxury, everything you've come to expect from Buick. Selection, service, value, all you can expect when you visit Capital City Buick. From the Skylark to the Park Avenue Ultra, Capital City Buick offers Central Iowa's largest selection of new Buicks and has quietly built a reputation for genuine service, not pressure. Capital City Buick, Des Moines' new value leader.
Hi, this is Tom Baldwin, owner of Home Team Pizza. That's the only place you can get Des Moines Super Large or Large, that fantastic 16-inch pizza. You already know we make our dough every day from scratch, and so it's the freshest anywhere. And you already know we guarantee delivery in 30 minutes or you get your pizza free. But believe it or not, there's still some people that don't know that our larger large pizza with single topping is only $7.99, and it's absolutely delicious. So call Home Team Pizza right now for your larger large.
This message brought to you by Preferred Risk Insurance, America's non-drinkers insurance company.
If we can get all of the athletes and coaches in America buying into being all that God's created them to be, to understand that they are something special, then we can have an impact across America like no other group, because the athletes and coaches have the strongest influence in America today than any other group. One way to play is drug-free. One way to live. One way to be what God wants you to be.
Sunday nights, they come to play on TNT. Good guys versus bad guys. Showdowns and showouts. the chase, the unexpected twist, the magic. And that's why on Sunday nights, we come to play. Sunday Night NFL on TNT.
In Des Moines, watch TNT on Channel 27.
Well, welcome back. Well, Coach, the next opponent's going to be Aurora. You got your team at 2-0 now going into this ball game.
That's right, Nick. I'm real happy with where we are right now, but we got to continue to play these games and play them tough. Aurora's going to be a good, solid opponent. We had a good time with them last year. We have some highlights for you from last year's game at Drake Stadium. We're in the blue, of course. We got a fumble early in the ball game and jumped on Aurora early. Todd DeMoss, who graduated last year, made that recovery. Here's Chad Briley on the end around reverse play. We did a pretty good job running the football against Aurora last year. Cortez Hull here with a good run. We also had a very exciting long pass here from Fletcher to Sean Diggs, an 85-yard touchdown pass. Beautiful reception and run by Diggsy there for the score. And it was one of those games where we got on them early and continued to to have things work our way. Charlie Henry, who was a freshman last year, good sophomore for us, had a touchdown pass. Here's Cortez Hull, probably his most exciting run of the year. I think we showed that one a couple weeks ago. This is one where he almost took it all the way. Julian Nathaniel, we got some good yardage running the football, and Julian took that all the way in for the touchdown. The score ended up pretty decisive in our favor, but a lot of it was big plays. Our defense played an excellent game. Ortworth there on the sack. Julian had here's another play. Now, you can't really go into a game anticipating that many long scores, and that's the reason we had a lot of points. They're traditionally very strong on defense. I don't anticipate that we'll see that many big plays. We can't figure that we'll have that many big plays again this year, but last year was a lot of fun.
Coach, this certainly is a game that you guys cannot overlook. It's on the road. It's going to be even tougher, and they're going to be looking to beat you.
They are a good team all the time, and they're very tough at home. I'll never forget, 2 years ago we went up there. We were undefeated. We had beaten Milliken and Augustana, which nobody expected us to do. We went to Aurora. We went out there, and I think our team and maybe our coaching staff underestimated them a little bit, and they beat us, and it wasn't close. I mean, they beat us decisively, and that's the last time we were there. So we've got to know, even if we're undefeated, they're not going to back down. We have to be ready to play.
Coach, you got to believe, though, that you won't quite see that defensive rush that you saw against San Diego.
I don't think anybody will play us like that again. I hope not. It was very tough to see all those people at the line of scrimmage. I know Roy Fletcher still probably having nightmares about that, but maybe seeing the tapes, people will bring that kind of pressure, so we have to continue to be ready for it.
One of the good signs, I think, on Saturday was the defense. Boy, time and time again, they didn't let up.
San Diego crossed the 50 so many times, Mick, and got the ball in good position, but our defense was really tough. They held us, held San Diego scoreless, got the ball for us 3 times. They're playing lights out right now, and that's why we're winning.
Coach, you got your team out to a good 2-0 start. How good is this team?
I think this team is very successful already, and we're not as good as we can be yet. We can improve on defense. We could improve on offense, and we're very fortunate to have gotten off with a couple wins, and I think if we continue to improve every week, we'll have a pretty decent season. But that's the key. We have to continue to get better and not rest on our laurels.
You mentioned a little bit about the scoring, of course, not scoring as many points maybe as Drake fans are used to. You think that'll start to pick up more?
I hope it will. I think it will. We had receivers open last week. We just didn't quite convert. But on the other hand, Mick, maybe Drake fans will begin to watch and enjoy defense. It's fun to watch good defense, too, and that's what we're playing right now. They're pretty exciting. I think they'll keep us in most of the games.
Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot, Mick.
Thank you for joining the Rob Ash Show, and we'll see you next week right back here.